Let's go. Top of the morning, everybody. Let's go into here. Let me grab the link and start sending it out, but I appreciate y'all for being here. Like, share. Hello, hello. Let me hear. Share. Hello, hello. Okay, cool. We're good. Let me share this out here. Live now for the giveaway. Wait a sec, guys, as I send the link out, and then we're going to get started here. If you guys are already a real one, you guys are already here, then congratulations. Live now for the giveaway. Let's go. Welcome back, welcome back. Let me know if you guys can hear me in the chat. What happened with gold? I'm going to go over it right now. That's why you guys are here. That is why you guys are here. 1 second. We're going to go over it right now, guys. For those who don't know, today is CPI, which is even better because you guys are going to get to learn a lot of stuff. Hold on, let me grab something right here. All right, boom. Yeah, so you guys know exactly what happened on gold. We're going to go into it. If you guys were here yesterday, put some 41s in the chat. If you guys were here yesterday, put some 41s in the chat. Spam them, spam them, spam them. And make sure you guys like that or hit that like button. Let's go into here. Stream starting again, guys. Giving away an iPhone. And if you're lucky, we're giving away some more cash in the chat. People ready over here. CPI today. Don't miss out. Let's go. Boom. Like I said, guys, stream is just starting. We'll be here for the next like 2 hours. Make sure you guys are here ready. Stream starting now. Giving away an iPhone and it's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun today. If you guys are ready and excited, let me know. Is anyone here taking any trades yet today? In the Porsche, yes, sir. Don't miss out. All right, guys. And boom, into it. So, first question I have for you guys in the chat is who here ended up catching those US30 longs yesterday? Or those NAS shorts? Or those NAS recovery longs? We went over it on stream. We broke it all down. We're going to come back today and break it down even further. You guys can see we're ready. We're going to go back and forth between the charts. If you guys have any questions for me, let me know in the chat. But we have a very fun day for you guys today. If you guys do not know, we are giving away an iPhone. We are going to be giving away some cash in the chat to some of you guys who are lucky. We already gave away $700 yesterday in the chat just for people who are here, being active in the chat, being active in the community, and answering the questions. So if you want to win some money, guys, just tune into the stream. Make sure you guys are here, and let's have a good day. Spam some W's. If you guys can hear me right now, spam some W's in the chat. Perfect, guys. Thank you so much. So the way I wanted to start today, guys, I feel like I didn't get to do a proper intro for you guys who may not know me. Some of you guys may have come from my community, but I know we have a lot of people here from Gates. So if you guys do not know who I am, my name is Luca. I go by LUCA.NOLIMIT on all social medias. I've been trading for over 7 years now, almost 8 years. It's been an absolute amazing journey. I was someone who found trading while I was in college. I got sent home Like I would say like COVID's when I like really took it seriously. I already knew about trading. I already researched it before, but COVID when I got sent home was like the breaking point where I was like, you know what? I got time on my hands. Let me explore this trading thing. I keep seeing so many people make money doing, before I'd seen crypto and all this type of stuff. And it's been the best since. But the one thing I want to say also is one question I get is, do I have the same strategy I use now than I used to use when I first started trading? And the answer is no. It took me time to develop how I look at the markets. I, came into trading. I went the IML route. I got recruited through like an IML, joined that, learned a ton, but obviously there's a lot more about trading I needed to learn. Went out there, gained more information, and then over time I kind of just created the strategy I use now, which is simply just how I genuinely think the market moves. But so other stuff. 2 years ago, I went and spoke at the FX Summit in Dubai, which is a pretty good trading conference. The reason I'm bringing it up is I actually won the trading competition that was there. All the speakers went head to head in a trading competition, and your boy came in first place in the trading competition. You had 10 minutes to turn a $10,000 or $100,000 account into however much you could, and your boy took it home. And guess who came in second place? Some of you guys may not know his name. Some of you guys do know the story. But the guy who came in second place to me is actually someone who owns a hedge fund. And the reason I always bring up this story is after that night when I won the trading competition, I was on a yacht in Dubai. And I asked him when I was talking to him, I talked to him for like an hour. I asked him, what is your biggest trading loss in a day? What do you guys think in the chat? Biggest trading loss in a day. What's your guys' guesses? And if you know the answer, don't say it. Not more than 3K, guys. I'm saying a hedge fund. Someone who actually runs a hedge fund. What do you guys think it is? I keep seeing 60K, 1 mil, 200K, 4 mil. No more than 3K. I'm just going to tell you guys, like I said, there's a quick story I want to go over. The guy who came in second place, when I asked him what his biggest trading loss was in one day, he chuckles and looks at me and says, $10 billion. Not million, $10 billion in one single day on a $200 billion account. And that's the money. So, today I'm going to go over some concepts and talk about market makers, hedge funds, people who actually drive the market. These are the people I'm talking about, guys. Do you guys think he's getting into $2 billion positions without having a ton of liquidity he needs for that? Absolutely insane. So why do I bring up that story? Trading is scalable. It's a numbers game. You guys are starting low, grow your guys' accounts, and even though 10 billion seems far away, I know you're closer than you think. But yeah, 10 billion is pretty crazy. I know. Wow, guys. So, yeah, like I said, a little intro. Been trading for 7, almost 8 years. Have been live streaming since 2022. So I've been live trading for a very long time, guys. If you guys can go watch like old videos of me, and now we're here on the GatesFX YouTube channel, killing it, showing you guys the sauce. Tempo's crazy, I know. 100%. So, next thing I want to get into, guys, what is today? What happened on the charts? You guys can look over here. Massive, big wicks up and down. And we're going to go over some things as to why. So, today's CPI. Who here knows what CPI stands for? Who here knows what CPI stands for? Consumer Price Index. Exactly, guys. And I want to say, make sure you guys stay tuned today because I'm going to be asking questions like this. And if you guys answer it first, you guys can be winning some money. Yesterday, we gave away $700. Maybe some people in the chat who did win, who did receive their money, maybe let people in the chat know that you guys already received your money. It was a really good stream. And if you guys want to be that person, literally just be active in the chat. Make sure you guys subscribe to the GatesFX channel. So if you guys are not hit that subscribe button, you're already too late. And make sure you guys just tune in. Get ready for some giveaways. Get ready for an iPhone. It's all going to be amazing. Yeah, guys. Absolutely great. So let's talk a little about CPI. So consumer price index. Why is it even important? The easiest way to like dumb it down for you guys is it's like measuring. The easiest way I'll say it has to do with inflation, and it has to do with the Federal Reserve, and look at how our economy is doing, which is obviously going to affect the markets, whether it's going up, down, sideways. Depending on what the actual release is, the markets are going to have some sort of pretty crazy reaction to it. So you guys see my screen over here on NASDAQ. You could see when CPI opened, we had a big, massive spike up, and we had a big, massive spike down, and then we came back into the range here. Why I actually want to talk about this, because, you know, maybe pay attention. An easy way to kind of, I don't want to say like, well, first off, you have to, wait for the release. CPI will come out. Tell them what the actual, release is, and then depending on that is what the markets are going to do. But one thing I actually want to teach you guys today, which is something that I learned within the last like 2 years, which kind of made sense to me, is similar to yesterday when I told you guys that the markets are really like an auction where it's buyers and sellers agreeing on a fair price. When this happens, and you get massive spikes up and down, that to me, I look at as manipulation. It's not really like, I don't know how to put it. It's not good price action. It's not good, like this isn't supposed to happen, right? Where we just wake up and down and go sideways. What I want to touch on here is, once again, auctions, buyers and sellers agreeing on a fair price. So when big news like this comes out and we spike up and we spike down, I more often than not I don't want to say guarantee, because nothing's guaranteed in trading 100%. But what I really like to like teach you guys is that if we have a big spike up, a big spike down, we're most likely going to return to where we were trading at before, because that was the price that buyers and sellers had agreed on, that was the fair price. So when we jump up and buyers in control go up, it goes down a lot, it's going to return to fair price. I kind of learned that off of a algorithmic trader who that's his whole thing, is literally looking at price, go super far in one direction, and understand that price has to come back to the fair price that, buyers and sellers were agreeing upon, at one point, which is obviously, important, which is great. Next distribution, exactly. Chip bags. Yeah, who remembers the chip story? No, I'm kidding. But obviously it's shaking up the markets a little bit today as we get into New York Open, which is still it's 8:44, guys. So we still have some time until market open. CPI obviously causes up and down kind of movement, but as it kind of calms down and we get into actual New York session, New York Stock Exchange Open, we're going to get some good moves. But this is on NASDAQ, guys. Let's break down some more. We can go over to US30. So, I mean, you could look at this and say the same thing that I talked about, where, big, massive manipulation high, manipulation lower, and then price returning to the agreed upon fair price in between. And now we're kind of back ranging again. A question some of you guys might have is that, like, let's say you guys were support and resistance traders and trying to draw where you guys would be interested in a trade. Looking at the charts here, you guys could see that like putting like your resistance all the way up in here, to me, doesn't make as much sense. We have such a big range in between here to up in here that like if I was going to participate, I would still probably participate above there, right? It obviously makes it less probability because it's not like a cleaner breakout above, because we have this massive wick from news. But me personally, I would rather give it a shot in here and try to get that greater risk to reward than like buying super at premium, right? If we're overall bullish, and I'm trying to buy, I definitely don't want to try to buy all the way at the top, you know what I'm saying? So I would be participating in there. When it comes to support also, same type of thing where it's just down in this area, right? Like that's all I really need. Pretty classic range on there. On US30, I really just think we need to get some volume going into New York session open, and then we actually could get a pretty good trade potentially from there. And go over to gold. Gold went crazy at CPI also. Big manipulation higher and lower. We can also break down the trade from yesterday. So I did take a trade last night, guys, on gold. It's over here. Might as well honestly just explain to you guys what I was looking at, how I called this trade live, and like why I got in. So, and if you guys are someone who watched it live, congratulations. Put some W's in the chat. But let's go over the trade. So it was on gold. You can see here, gold was, accumulating a lot. We were retracing over into here where I did see us take out these highs where, like, I don't know how to put it. Like, if you go to the hourly, where are we at? If you go out to the hourly, oh. Oh. I don't know what happened here. Crazy. All right, here we go. Boom. So looking at the hourly, you can see that we were overall bullish coming up in here, and this is my impulse. So after an impulse, anyone who was here yesterday when I was explaining my strategy, after an impulse, I'm looking for price to retrace so I can continue with the overall trend, which to me is bullish here. Like you can see that we're moving in an uptrend, higher highs and higher lows. We came down here and respected, made a high, made a low, and you could see here as I came into session, like I dropped down to a lower time frame, but I see this W formation. A lot of people hear me talk about like the W formation. To me, I call it a W because it literally just looks like a W, but it's really just a double bottom. It doesn't have to be perfect because one thing I always say is that like sometimes it's even better when this manipulates the previous low before breaking or whatever. But the most important thing you guys should like look for is literally just impulse, retracement, holding once, holding the second time, confirming to then continue in the direction. So what I really liked was we came down, we already respected, came back up and respected again, and then we just like accumulated. Like you guys can see here that we 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours straight in this area for gold. We went nowhere, just wicking down. But because of that slow of momentum, what does that mean? Like what does that kind of show us? That buyers and sellers are honestly both kind of slowing down. Like sellers were in control, big bearish candles, and then all of this big wicks to the upside, big wicks to the downside is just really showing that like buyers and sellers are really struggling to take over price. But after that happened, what do we see? This first bullish candle to me was the break of structure. We came up all the way, closed, and this was like our first bigger candle out of all the previous 6 hours. Like you see that we had these big bearish candles down, accumulated, had this big break of structure. So to me, I was like, all right, well, we already kind of came down. We respected here after being bullish, respected. We got this break of structure above, closed above the MA here on the hourly. All I need from that point is like dropping down to like a 5-minute time frame and looking for an area to continue the buy. So looking back in here, we had the most perfect break. We then retested in here, right, like on this pullback. Then as soon as we broke above on the new hourly candle, we took the trade above, got our targets, and then where I was aiming for was up in, I don't know why this is down here right here. It's not letting me change it forever, but basically right up in here. I did want to aim for the previous New York highs because we already pushed price down. We took out the lows, so I wanted to see the continuation. This is obviously the previous day highs, the previous New York highs. Oh, you guys can't see that. It's all the way over here. But up in here, right? New York had this range. We traded lower, already took out all the lows below. So what's still exposed? The highs. So after taking out all these lows below, accumulated, broke structure, retested, got in the trade, aim for the highs. Does that make sense, chat? Does that make sense? Let me know. What is the name of the indicator you use where it shows the session? Oh, this indicator, I can't even lie, guys, is a custom indicator that I built. It's not for sale. I'm not even saying that because I'm trying to sell it or anything. It's just not on TradingView. I would share it with all of you guys, but it's just like a custom code I added. So I'm not trying to gatekeep. I'm just letting you guys know. So I know you guys see it up in here with the session highs and lows. There is other indicators on TradingView you can use. But yeah. Agreeable price, yes. All right, guys, so I got a question for you guys. Awesome. All right. Real quick. Everyone tune in. Listen up. My question to everyone here in the chat, quickly. What is the ATR? Give me the definition and what do we use it for? The winner right now is going to get $100 in the chat. First person. Come on. $100. $100 in the chat. What is the ATR? What's the definition? What do we use it for? I see the last 14 candles. Some of you guys have to do. All right, some of you guys, hold on, let's see. All right, so I'd say the first person that answered it all together at the same time is Orgito2677. Everyone above, you guys were right. Some of you guys said last 14 candles, volume, stop loss, all this type of stuff. But he was the first person to say average of the last 14 last candles used for stop loss. Because I asked, what is it? And what is it used for? And he said it's the average of the last 4 candles and it's used for stop loss. Which I guess he didn't say he didn't really say the definition, I guess. But guess what, guys? It's not the only giveaway today. We're going to give it to him because he answered it the best. But stay on the edge of your seats, guys, because you guys can be the next winner of $100. All you have to do is DM me your guys' GatesFX profile ID. So what we're going to do is you guys go to the link in the description, or here, let me see if I can go in here real quick. To here. Paste. Hold on, chat. No, dang, it's not going there. Boom. Last 14 candles, awesome. So guys, I was trying to go and paste and what's it called? Pin this link, but it's not working. Boom. LUCA.NOLIMIT, so let's go. Is that a bin? No. What button are you talking about? Luca no sells, yes sir. You guys are hilarious. But like I said, make sure you guys are tuned in, because if you guys think that was a good giveaway, just wait for the next one. I don't know, my name's not popping up. Yo. Do you guys see my name in the chat? So funny. Oh, there we go. It's just because it's a link. Okay, never mind. Never mind. All right, cool. Awesome, guys. And for those who don't know, yes, we just gave away $100. Yes, we're going to give away more hundreds of dollars, but we also will be finishing stream today with giving away an iPhone 17. iPhone 17. Crazy. Let's go. I'm only up because CPI. It's 5:30 a.m. for me. Turns out you were live too. Let's go. You're out in Cali. Yeah. That's awesome, guys. So that was the first giveaway of the day. Let's break down some more charts, guys. You guys are going to learn some more stuff, and then we're going to give away some more money and everything. So coming back over here, guys, we're still on gold. You could see that, you know, CPI came out. We had this massive move up, wick down. We returned to fair price that we talked about. And then I have this high up in here that I do want us to continue to up in this area, which, you know, at this point isn't too far away. When it comes to a position, I mean, I would just long into those highs. You know, if I was looking for something, it would be just like something like that. Aim for these previous highs. Obviously, with this big wick down, we've already liquidated the lows a ton. I think we should continue up. I would go break even once we broke above the previous candle high up in here. Right, like right there, right? And then let it run, right? So this is on gold. Let's check back on NASDAQ as well. So NQ, same type of thing. We had that big, massive wick down, continued price back up. When it comes to a position, one thing I would want to check out is going out to the hourly and checking to the left. To the left, it looks like we did not take out these previous London highs just yet. So this to me would kind of be my target of where I would think price is heading towards, you know, would be this next draw on liquidity above there. So when it comes to a position, I mean, one thing I want to point out is we already had such a beautiful retracement down to this gap. You can see right here. Look at that. Perfect 1 hour gap, impulsed, retraced to it, respected, continued to the highs. This draw on liquidity was already hit that we had it from yesterday, which was the New York highs we wanted. So that's why I think that we could pull back at this point. And here, let's ask that question right now in the chat, guys. After this impulse, after we get a liquidity sweep below and we get a break of structure here, well, what's the next step? Anyone who was here yesterday, anyone who trades with me, what should we do next? What can we look for? Come on. Ooh, some of you guys got it. Retracement, pullback, jaw fib, confirmation. Let's go. You guys got it. Good job. So we're going to come into here. We're then going to draw our fib from the lowest to the highest point. And then you can see within here, kind of at this previous neckline too, which is kind of a break and a retest of this neckline, is where we have discount here at the 0.5, and anywhere between the 0.5 and the 0.62 is called the golden zone. It's called the golden zone, guys. Yes, this is on NASDAQ. Anywhere between the 0.5 and the 0.62 is considered the golden zone within the Fibonacci, which is a very important level. If anyone out there, you guys have never researched the Fibonacci, I highly recommend it. It's not something that just is used in trading. It's like the Fibonacci is something that's used not just in trading, but like everywhere around the world. You guys will see scientists draw fibs around pine cones, around hurricanes, right? Like you draw it around and it respects these levels. It's really weird. Like flowers, pine cones, it all respects this thing. It's like one of the reasons why people think that we live like in a simulation and algorithm is because of like stuff like that. Everything's like programmed weird, but it exists everywhere in nature. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Look at Brad put the, exactly. He knows. Use it religiously. Yes, sir. The golden zone is beautiful. Golden ratio. Yes, sir. Yes, I use the fib for trending 100%. I think fibs are something that I very much have always enjoyed. And also, if you guys are coming from my community or whatever, guys, could you guys go send the link into the Discord too? Get some more of our people in here because we're going to get some more giveaways. Send it in the chat. Let people know Luke is doing a giveaway over here on YouTube. Go let the people know. Go hype them up. Want that 50%? Yes, sir. Want that retracement? Got you, bro. Yes, sir. And then also, guys, anyone who has any questions in the chat, feel free to ask them. I know I'm here, I'm spitballing a lot, I'm going over a lot of knowledge, break down the charts, which we're going to continue to do, but I also want to make you guys feel free to ask me any questions, be engaging in the chat, and feel like you guys are being talked to instead of just watching, right? It's one thing to watch and sit back and whatever, and it's different to also be on the live stream, feel like you're a part of the community, here learning stuff. That's why we're doing these live streams. That's why Gates has me out here, you know, is to help you guys and help the community. So if you guys need anything, definitely let me know. What did the new CPI do? Because nothing is flying. What are you looking at? What do you mean? What do you mean nothing happened at CPI? This is an amazing move. Crazy moves. Slowed down a little bit, but it's because it already happened. We moved like 100, 200 points. This the news moves. Yeah. Let's go. Can we get the settings of the fib? Yeah, I'll click on it real quick. You guys can see these numbers. So I hope you guys know that these are the numbers that you put in. Like it's no different. When you're looking at a Fibonacci, even get rid of my extension, a negative 0.27, look at 0 to 1, and all you need is the 0.5, 0.62, that's the golden zone, and I use the 786 as well, which is also a very good confirmation. The one thing I do want to say though, which is really important, which I do want to get in your guys' brains, is although I use fibs really religiously, I love using Fibonacci in my trading, one of the things you guys have to look out for is that when you're looking at it, just because we're in an impulse and we're in a retracement and you're looking for us to tap discount, doesn't mean that price needs to come and tap it to the T and have the most perfect rejection. Guess what? Sometimes you're going to get a rejection right off the 0.5. Sometimes it might come down to the golden zone. Sometimes it might come down to the 786. What's important to understand is the whole concept of premium and discount and buying lower and then having your entry confirmation within discount to actually get in the trade. Because, you know, it's one thing to draw a fib. Like, I guess I draw like this. It's one thing to just draw a fib and think like, oh, you know, I want to come back and retrace. But it's a whole other thing to have also like a different entry confirmation to actually get into the trade. Because when we impulse and we come back, if like, let's say that we're looking for these buys, if price just sells down super hard like this, you're not just gonna like buy randomly within discount. You're gonna wait for it to actually like do a double confirmation or something to take the trade instead of just get into that and getting absolutely smoked trying to buy within discount just for it to kind of come retrace and, you know, hit you out, which, you know, sucks. But new hourly obviously just opened. You guys can see here, impulse, new hourly here. I would like to come down into here. Will it happen? We'll see. We could come down and find some sort of retracing on the lower time frame. But even when you come down to this M1, previous day high already hit. I'm trying to think, guys. I see it here. I do see a fair value gap right here. And here's another good learning lesson, right? So one thing I want to point out is this. Why did I draw the fair value gap right here, guys? Why did I draw it right there? When using fibs, are you always going from bottom to top, or does it depend on looking bullish or bearish? It depends if you're looking bullish or bearish. I'll go over that in a second. Control green, sir, can you explain a little more of the way that... How do you avoid a fault? I can go over that too. It's awesome. You guys are asking some good questions, guys. I love these questions. The green candle because of the gap, impulsive middle candle, impulsive move, in discount. Yeah, a lot of you guys are kind of right. What I want to point out, like, specifically is this. I see some other, like, you know, we're overall bullish, so I want to look for bullish gaps. But what I want to point out is look at the other gaps. If I take this and I come down here, you guys see that we had a beautiful gap. We had a beautiful gap right here that price impulsed, retraced, respected it to the T, impulsed. You see that we create another gap right above this one right here. What do we do again? We impulsed, retraced, held this gap to the T, and we're kind of coming back up. This one right below is untouched. Nothing's come down and touched it yet. So why is that important to me? Because an untapped fair value gap is like, I mean, that's the whole concept, right? Is that price distributed away, there's unfilled orders, and price needs to come into this gap and, you know, retrace to fair value to fill that before continuing. So I kind of like this, how we're taking out the highs and coming down to here. Because we are kind of bullish, I don't really want to short this, but just letting you guys know that, like, I like how we're like impulse kind of retracing. I do want us to come up in here, but I also could see this like short-term pullback to these lows, and then from there it might go bullish or something, right? So just kind of, you know, point that out for you guys. Impulse more discount. How do you switch from fibs, and what are the settings to both? Wait. I have a question. Instead of my fib template mirror, your template has targets one if I was. That's different. Like I said, that's different levels than using the fib levels. The fair value gap has not been tapped into yet. Exactly. Because of the impulse afterwards. Exactly. Are you trading with GatesFX on TradingView or TradeLocker? I use TradeLocker. I use TradeLocker on my GatesFX account. I use the 1 to 500 raw spreads account. It's honestly the one I've always used. I recommend it to all of you guys. You know, the link's in the description for anyone who, you know, hasn't signed up yet. But I use the 1 to 500 raw spread account. I like having as low of spreads. I'm a scalper, and it is very good. But there's other accounts. There's the S&P account and also the deposit bonus account, guys. So if you deposit in the Gates, you guys can get a 100% deposit bonus. What does that mean? That means if you deposit $1,000, you're going to have a $2,000 account to trade with, which I think is absolutely insane. And maybe for someone in the chat here, let's do this. Let's do this, chat. Real quick in the chat. What numbers is the golden zone? Quickly in the chat, first one to say it. What numbers is the golden zone on the Fibonacci? All right, some of you guys got it right, but the first person to get it right was Evil Death Bees. 0.5 to 0.618 is exactly in between the golden zone. Because he was the first person to get it right, not only are you going to get a 100% deposit bonus, but you're going to get a 200% deposit bonus, brother. So if you reach out to me and you want to deposit $100, $1,000, whatever, you deposit 1,000, you'll get $3,000 to trade with. You deposit 100, you'll get $300 to trade with. Absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. 200% deposit bonus for the boy. So that's like a free, literally 2x whatever money you want. Anyone who keeps winning giveaways today or anything, all you guys have to do is reach out to me with your guys' IDs to win. W Luca, let's go. We're Santa today. Well done. Yeah, and some of you guys got it right. He was the first one. Some of you guys even above him put 0.5. Some of you guys put 0.7, whatever. He was the only one that put the first two. Yes. Congrats, bro. Big W's. Big 4-1. Holding it down. Yes, sir. Make sure you guys hit that like button. Keep, sending the stream out. We got New York session kind of coming up. 20 more minutes. It is CPI today. Had some big movements, but let's see what New York session open has for us. Took a trade last night using your AMD strategy and woke up to 1K. Sounds about right. I love that. What does CPI mean? Who wants to tell him? We already went over it earlier. Who knows? Consumer price index, exactly. Tells how the economy is doing, exactly. Hell yeah, you guys are paying attention. I love it. You guys, like I said, if you guys are a winner, message me on IG. All you have to do is just send me a screenshot of your YouTube, obviously showing that you're the, the person. And all I need is your guys' GatesFX client ID number. Gotta be a quick one, right? Luca, as soon as I giveaway, guys, we're gonna do giveaways all day. What is the liquidity sweep? Good question. Sweep of highs and lows. CPI move wasn't expected that small move compared to last time. I don't think that it was that small of it, But yeah, let's check out price again, guys. Like I said, we got 20 minutes until session. On NASDAQ, I'm ultimately looking for further longs up into these highs that we have marked up here, kind of towards the 29,900 level, 30,000s up in here. US30 moving sideways. You can see here I had these support and resistances kind of marked up, and we are ranging super hard. Super hard ranging. Let's just pop back over to gold. I think I was leaving MBC. Oh, wow. You can see we came all the way up. Oh, we almost hit it. Look at that. We almost hit that high. That's actually crazy. Like 1 point off. GG's. Right back in the drawdown. Crazy. But ultimately, I could see we're doing this. Now at this point, what I always kind of say is that now that we've already taken out the lows, impulsed again, impulsed a third time, what that tells me is that price has already come and we took out these highs right here. You see, these got taken out by this, and this got taken out by this right here. So what does that mean? What does that mean, chat? Yo, what's good, chat? Sweep, exactly. First person in the chat said it right away. Sweep. So we've already swept twice. Actually, I guess like we swept here, swept again. So now that we've taken out all these highs, even though I'm pretty bullish and I want to continue buys, I need liquidity taken to the downside to fuel the move. So down in here, I do see we have some lows sitting like right here. These ones right here, I'll get rid of. Boom. So at that point, I could see this. Does that make sense, chat? How do you find you on Instagram? Do I have my Instagram, guys? LUCA.NOLIMIT. LUCA.NOLIMIT. Easy, chat. But if you guys have not hit that subscribe button or that like button, you guys are already a step behind. Make sure you guys at least hit the like button on the YouTube video, guys. It's going to send it out to more people to come and watch, cause some bangers, and potentially win a giveaway and stuff. So let me do this real quick. You guys can see me chat. What's good? What's good? So, yeah. Let's go, smooth. Got into gold longs. Let's go. Let's go. No, I'll be here. We buying NAS. Let's go over to it. So this is on gold. You can see we kind of slipped a little bit, but I want a further retracement. NASDAQ still kind of coming up to the highs we were talking about. We did have that position up where we said if we come up to this high, you'd have to go break even because, I mean, you're just buying into premium. US30, I'm guessing. Yeah, exactly. We're coming out here to this breakout point. You could like look for longs above, guys, but this could just be a fake out. I could see us like taking out these highs, getting a little bit in profit, and just like, woohoo, we're in profit, and then just like, boom. You know what I'm saying? So I'd be a little bit careful on that. On US30, gold. Similar thing I talked about, right? Where we have these lows over here. So I can see we have a gap. Do see we have that gap. I would just want to see us come for those lows, but you know, gold. Oh. Like these. Awesome. Regarding liquidity sweeps, if it sweeps a low, then it reverses up, and it sweeps a high, then it will reverse down. Am I understanding it correctly? So, Jai, that is such a good, like, first off, it's like a really good question to ask because that means that your brain's working in the right way. The trend is what's going to help you a ton with what you're asking. Because if we're overall bullish, and like you said, is that we swept lows, right? Like, let's say this, you know, like you said, is that we're overall bullish, we're in a retracement, we took out lows, but then we retraced and took out highs. What I want to tell you is that just because we took out highs doesn't mean you should sell back into the range, because if you're overall bullish, what that means is that if we took out lows and then took out highs, that trade idea is kind of done, because we were impulsed, retraced, continued to liquidity. Now that liquidity is taken, you just need for it to retrace and be patient for it to take more to the downside and figure out some sort of entry again to the downside to take the trade back up. Does that make sense? And that's also a big reason as to why I kind of explain fake outs. You know, like what's the difference between a fake out and a breakout, or like a liquidity sweep and a breakout, right? It's like, you know, a failed breakout you could consider a liquidity sweep. It's price breaking out of an area and then returning or retracing because of it. So do you guys want to go over a quick lesson on how to potentially avoid fake outs? You guys want to look at that? Fib and cheap. Wait, it's working with the fib or whatever. Go to the moon, yes sir. Ooh, nice, yes sir. All right, so kind of going over the question I just answered, you know, with kind of trying to avoid fake outs. It's come up into here, guys. You guys see my screen? All right. So one thing that's important to understand that I just was talking about is trend. If we go from low to high to higher low to higher high to higher low to higher high, and we're like this. All right, so just pay attention to this so far. We're clearly in an uptrend, making higher highs and higher lows, continuing. Why? Because if we come into here, I can kind of draw it, right? This lowest point right here led to this high up in here. This low came and never broke below this low, so we have a higher low. We then broke above this high, so we have a higher high, came down. This low never broke below this low, so we came back up, we broke above this high for a new higher high. So you guys can see that we have all this structure of higher highs and higher lows continuing down. But what's important to understand with this is, hold on, how can I go? Yeah, let's go here. Perfect. So understanding this now, we're in an uptrend, we're making higher highs and higher lows. What that means is that when we broke above this high and we made this higher high and we came down and made this low, what happens when we come and reject this previous high? Would you guys consider this a lower high? Would you guys consider this a lower high right here? Because we went from higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and now we're failing to break above this higher high. Would you guys call that a higher, or would you guys call that a higher low? I mean a lower high? What do you guys think, chat? Let's go. You've been here too long, Brad. The only one answering it. No, I'm kidding. But we're overall bullish. I'm asking you guys because, once again, higher high, right here, higher low, higher high, higher low, and now we're failing to break above this higher high. So a lot of people in the chat, and I hear this a lot, go, oh, that means that we're clearly like a lower high. But what I want to show you guys is that what price can easily do at this point is still just come down, take out this low, right? And that's what confirms an actual lower high. Why? Because as of now, we had the higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, and like this at this point could have just went like this and continued higher. So that really wasn't a lower high. What makes it a lower high is because we came down and actually broke below this support. So you guys can see we went from higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, potential lower high, but it got confirmed because we broke that lower low. So does that make sense? Is everyone following along? Is everyone following along so far? Is everyone following along? All right, because we're not done. So keep that in mind. My next question to you guys is, would you guys take this sell? Is this a good sell? We went from higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low, higher high, higher low. We have a lower high, and now we're breaking support to the downside to get into sells. Is this a good sell? Awesome. You guys in the chat are doing awesome. Great job. And some of you guys might be confused, which is great because you guys are probably learning here. So because we're overall bullish, we're coming down here. The reason why I don't think this is a good sell is that we're overall still bullish. Like if you guys were to ask me, I still think that like, yes, if we were looking at this on the 1 or 5 minute time frame, like we're short term kind of, breaking structure, but on the higher time frame, like if we're looking at this on the 5 minute and we see all these higher highs and higher lows, the 4 hours is going to be one big bullish candle. You get what I'm saying? Because push down, we're overall bullish. Even on this little retracement is just making this top wick. You know what I'm saying? So what's important to understand is that this break might not be the best because we easily could take out those lows, you get into the sells, and then we come here and we just reject off this previous support and we continue right back up. And you got faked out. Like that. You guys tried to sell here and you sold right into a support to buy. Why am I going over this? Because someone asked about fake outs. And this to me is an easy way to avoid fake outs. If we're overall bullish and you're taking the first break below, that is not a good sell. You can get faked out. But now the actual sauce, and what I want to tell you guys, is what would make this sell valid is that we came up, we made this lower high, we broke and made our first lower low right here, which I'm telling you guys isn't a good sell. But now if price retraces back up and we do not take out the highs like that, and then we re-come down and break the lows, I would give this a sell because we were bullish, higher highs and higher lows, going up, right? Higher highs and higher lows, lower high to a potential lower low. But the fact that we then came back up and this lower high failed to break above this, and then we re-broke structure to the downside, that now to me is not one, but two breaks of structures to the downside, which that actually to me would make it a potential trade. So for anyone out there who feels like you're getting faked out, stop trying to short in a bullish market. And if you do want to short, just let price short, retrace, and if it's truly going to short, get in for the second one and get in for that big candle on the retracement down. Does that make sense? Does everyone here in the chat understand that? We got this. Is that a good lesson, chat? That's happened to me a few times. Awesome. So I hope that makes sense to you guys. Makes it way easier, but a lot of you guys always talk about fake outs and whatnot, so it's important to understand that. An RSI divergence can also be useful on a higher time frame for lower entries. I don't like divergence though, because there's too many times where like divergence might happen and you get faked out, or there's a good trade that you're trying to wait for divergence and you wait too long and you actually miss the trade. So that's why I never used like divergence or SMTs or, you know, those type of things. So New York just opened, guys. You guys can see we're already within, oh wow, we're literally doing exactly what we said right here. I do think these gold longs look good. Why? Look, it did actually exactly what we wanted to. We impulsed, we retraced, we took out these lows, and we're kind of forming this W. So I would wait like a couple minutes just to see what open does, because you don't, you know, you don't want to buy the first open candle. But I'll let you guys see here. You guys don't want to buy the first open candle, but if you guys look closely, it did exactly what we wanted to. When we were up in this area, I said we need to come, take out these lows, and then from there is where you can look for something. So, you know, like I said, is I don't trade the like exact open, like the minute. So what I would wait for is potentially like maybe these lows get swept, gets in some sellers, and then it buys. You know, but I'd give it like a couple minutes, guys. Let them kind of calm. We can come into here. We'll split screen. We'll put US30 over here on the right. Oh, wow. Look at US30. All right, yeah, I'd be careful buying NASDAQ, though. But then again, yesterday, US30 bought when NASDAQ shorted. So like I always say is that it's not always going to have the most insane thing. But US30, wow. I wouldn't have gave this a shot. There's no potential trade for me within US30. I don't like this price action. Gold here looks pretty good. Like I said, off this retracement of us kind of like, you know, we're in this downtrend, but I think that we should take out these lows and like lead to some sort of position. So US30 looks cooked, and Q also looks pretty cooked because we didn't really hit my drawn liquidity above, and we also don't really have any structure to play off of. So to me, guys, gold looks the best out of all the pairs. But I'd also just give it a shot. I do like how we're in this impulse. We kind of accumulated. We took out these lows, but it is New York session open, which we could lead to a bigger bottom wick to continue. But ultimately, I would try to like buy up into the highs like that on gold, you know. Good looks a good guy. Spain even joined for us. Much love. Appreciate you guys. Yes, sir. So in that case, we got 2 breaks of structures and then wait for another pullback to discount to enter the trade. On which one? On NASDAQ, I mean here. So for example, to me, we're bullish on NASDAQ. So even though we have this big sell candle coming in, that to me doesn't really confirm anything. Like I wouldn't take these sells at open. There's no support. There's no nothing. This could easily just be a push. Oh. This could easily just be a push, retrace, push, retrace, and maybe it leads to a push, right? Like I wouldn't buy right now because of how bearish it is, but I also just like to tell you guys, I know a lot of you guys who might have, you know, more beginner traders who are looking at the charts here and stuff may be thinking like, oh, I missed the sells. Oh, I'm, you know, like all this type of stuff. And I personally want to let you guys know that like these trades can happen. We can melt this whole candle and that's not giving me a position. That doesn't mean anything. I don't care if we move. Like, look at that. That is like, there's a difference between just a trade that's moving because of whatever and a trade that's, you know, whatever. Gold's starting to come down a little bit more. Like I said, guys, I literally think this might fake out here. Wait for like one final push down and then actually, that could be a question. What would be an entry confirmation? What would be an entry confirmation to get into gold buys? I had both coin trade. Let's go. Those getting dealt with in reverse, but something else. Fib, no. Breakout, no. Easy. Trendline break, moving average, rejection, price structure, rejection, quick target 3 on US30. Nice. Yeah, if you guys took the sells, good job. I don't trade like that. Like this to me, like I don't know what, like it's just selling off the volume, you know. break 5 minutes in bullish. There we go. That's the kind of the closest thing someone said is the 5 minutes bullish engulfing candle. That's one thing. What I was, wait, sweep those consolidation lows to the left, higher. Yeah, Brad's kind of right too when it comes to like consolidate, break below, and then look for a break of structure. But what I want to reiterate is one of the things that can also be a really good entry confirmation, guys, is inverse fair value gaps. Inverse fair value gaps. So the same way I talk about, bullish gaps, retracing and respecting those gaps to continue, is the same way I talk about price disrespecting those gaps and potentially using that as an entry confirmation. So for example, over in here, gold's starting to go after that sweep. We had one final sweep of the lows. Oh, we already are on the 1 minute. So what I wanted to is maybe go to the 1 minute and try to find an inversion, but there's none. Where would there be? I mean, it just shows that there's low volume, you know. If you guys don't know, a fair value gap is literally like a way to show that there's volume in the market, because if price moves too, like, you think about it, if price moves too fast in one direction, we're waiting for it to retrace into the gap to continue the buys, right? So gaps can be a really good thing. So even for this entry, this to me would be a valid entry if on the 1 minute we sweep the lows and then inverted a gap that was like right in here. Like let's say that there's a gap right here. There's not. But I'm saying let's say there's a gap here. I would wait for the closure above that and then I would take a trade. Because there's no gaps, that to me is an indication that volume is slowing. If we can't even move in a 3 candle sequence on the 1 minute to create a gap, that means that there's just low volume in the market. You know? You learn the most structure from you all day, Luca. Let's go. But yeah, structure trading good. I mean, guys, if you guys are volume trading, that's just, you know, it's good also. If you guys got into NASDAQ or US30, I mean, bro, it's absolute bangers. If you guys win trades, that is awesome. It's just, you know, I don't trade exactly like that. Where like, for example, you guys see how we impulse, we retrace, and now we actually formed a support? That to me is actually waiting for a level. We can then draw that. And if you rebroke below there with volume, like that's a point you could sell, but I wouldn't sell all the way up in here. Like we're so bullish, the minute we start going, we just get, you know, I don't know. It's my 2 cents. US30 buy. You want to buy US30? Oh, I guess US30 did sweep this low, but that's a lot of bearish volume to try and buy. I don't think I would be trying to, I don't think I would try to buy after that. Like I do think that, you know, this did sweep the lows, so it gives it a little bit of a better confirmation than NQ, but it's awesome. We're starting to buy, so you should be in profit after that sweep. You're looking for buys on NAS? Nice. Yeah, guys, what trades you guys looking at? Everyone in the chat, let us know. Look at gold. There we go. Like I said, 0 gaps. Look at it. Respect that to the T. It's just another resistance. We're in this retracement. One thing you guys could do is draw your path tool. Some of you guys see me do this on stream, but you guys see that we like made this high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, lower low, lower high, which is, you know, we were looking for buys around here. All we need is, even if at this point, like all we need is for it to sweep a low, actually break structure, and then hold a low. So the difference between all of this is every single time we've made a low, we led to a new low and then a new low. So looking for that W confirmation I talked about earlier is literally just that. Remember I said like the W, looking for a double bottom? That's what can confirm an entry is if you actually sweep, come in, and then if you can hold this low on that re-break back above like this is like that. So then, you know, what does this look like? The same way that I say it's a double bottom and whatever, what is it also? I'll give you guys a hint. Inverted what? Inverted head, yeah, exactly. Head and shoulders, exactly. So if you guys look over in here, the same way I talk about a double bottom, I guess it'd be easier if I just draw it somewhere. Because it's pretty bad price action here. But the same way that's kind of like a sweep and a hold on that double bottom is also a higher time frame kind of reverse head and shoulders pattern that I look for. So like, you know, if I come up in here, you guys can maybe see a little better. It's this. When you're bullish and you retrace, instead of taking that first buy, right, you can look for basically a formation like this. Why? Because you guys can see here, can you guys see my screen? Oh yeah, so overall bullish, you can see on the push, retracement into here where we form this low, you liquidate the low, and then you break structure above. That to me is a really good confirmation. And the last little piece of the puzzle that you can add to make it even higher probability is this. Drawing your Fibonacci from the lowest to the highest point of that, and look what happens. When it retraces right here, back into the golden zone, that's what we look for, chat. Trades like this. Do you guys see this? Trend, retracement, liquidity sweep, break a structure, hold and go. Simple pattern, exactly. So come in here real quick. Come back in here. So look at gold coming back up. So let's see what happens is that we keep taking out lows. Let's see if we can break structure. Oh, we have an inversion here. All right, here we go, finally. So you guys see here how we had no inversions? This right here was the first one I see. I kind of missed it because I was drawing out the other one. Look right here. Right here. What is that? Price had a bearish gap going down that broke structure, left a gap that when you see the inversion back up to the upside is that. So you either can get in off of an inversion or you wait for it to break structure like it is and then wait for the retest off the fib. So what do? Like I did in that last example, you could draw the lowest point to the highest point like that and then literally just wait for like a little bit of a retracement into discount like this and try to look for this. Does that make sense? What do you guys think about that? What do you guys think about that? It does just say. And demand, exactly. Awesome, chat. You guys have any questions in the questions? Let me know. When it comes to, you can see here, US30 starting to come down a little bit more again. NAS, we have this little short. If we read back, oh, it looks like we actually retook out those lows, so we could see what happens on that push back up. Yeah, US30 is still going. That's why I said maybe give it a second. NAS. Oh, look at boom. We just got the retracement of discount, guys. Look at it tapped it exactly. So anyone who's interested, you know, not calling. You know, it's if you guys agree. Is your guys' truth. You guys can't really see it as good, but we had that impulse. Do you guys see we retraced perfectly to discount right here, rejected it, and see what happens. Had the break of structure, we retraced the discount, we hit it, see what happens. So I like aiming for this inversion up in here. Very good. All right, pop quiz here in the chat. Quick, listen up, listen up, listen up, listen up. Let's say that we are overall bearish. Price is moving down. We are overall bearish. If price comes up and we want to look for buys, what do we have to wait for? Here in the chat, what do we have to wait for? Oh, wow. All of you guys are getting it wrong. All of you. Damn, not one of you guys is getting it right. Damn. Wait, I think, wait on. That's not exactly it. Wait, how's the press? We need some more. This is actually fire. Oh, damn. Look at gold, guys. To the T. Here, inversion, created that W, reverse head and shoulders. Wow. To 4416. Let's go. Let's go gold. Anyone in that? W's in the chat? Come on. By the way, none of you guys got that right. So we'll have to ask that again. Come on. Wins holding. Let's go. Let's go. That's some W's right here. But you can see everyone gold. Guys, inversion, break, retrace the discount, continue. This is what it is, guys. Look at this setup, though. Going. If you guys aren't on stream, you guys are missing out on some bangers. Let's go. What's the question I want to learn? Damn, guys, look at gold. I want everyone here after this stream to go back, go and watch the breakdown on gold, because what we also did is we went above and we drew it out, and it literally did exactly what we talked about with the retracement, the liquidity sweep with the inversion, which, that could be an entry on its own, is the inversion. But instead, inversion that broke structure, fibbed the lowest to the highest point, perfect retracement into discount into the gap, and rejected off of it. To the T. I'm trying to show you guys right here. It looks weird because it's so choppy right here, but literally right here, sweep, inversion that broke structure, this low to this high, literally one wick down, and continue. Fast, what's the question? Yes, sir. Let's go. Appreciate y'all so much for being here. Yeah, Fast, what's the question? All right, we're gonna ask the question one more time. Dude, you're so spot on with your entries and explanations. It's crazy. Let's go. Floating 500 on gold. Let's go. We're still going. What up? What up? Thank you guys so much for coming to stream. Any good learning vids on exactly what gold did, trying to grasp and put all together? I have videos on my YouTube, guys, that go into the strategy. I mean, it's not like this was a special setup. This is what I look for day in and day out. Anyone who trades with me during Power Hour, Asia, whatever, this is what we look for. Trend, retracements that take out lows, quick inversion, break, go. Easy. Too late to get in now? I mean, we already flew. Like I said, guys, is that we're talking about premium and discount. This is the easiest point. You're getting in within discount, looking for continuations. Easy as that. But like I said, guys, I want to do another giveaway. So I'm going to ask the question one more time because some of you guys actually didn't get it right. I didn't hear anyone. If we are overall bearish, we're making lower highs and lower lows, we are overall bearish, what do we have to wait for to take buys? Change the character, sweep, breaker structure, support, inversion, higher low. Wait. I think it's the Ion Muta guy. Got it. I think he got it. Ion Muta 9178. He said lower low, strong bullish reaction, break / close above the most recent high, pullback that holds, higher low, buy confirmation. Oh wait, actually I guess you didn't get it right. Like you're technically right, but at the very end. No, I read through it. So all I want to go over it, guys. So remember what I told you guys, why I liked this question and why I actually liked that it stumped some of you guys and you guys didn't know it, is because I went over the example as if we were bullish. Earlier, I went over this exact example as if we were bullish. So for this question, I changed it into bearish and you guys couldn't answer it. Right? I know you guys keep, talking about sweeps and inversions and saying like that's whatever. All I wanted to hear, guys, this is all I wanted to hear, is that if we are bearish, making lower highs and lower lows like this, to take buys, I would need a break of structure, which is step one. And then once again, why I wait for that extra confirmation is that you could buy here and it could easily fake you out and hit your stop loss because we're bearish. So all I wanted to wait or tell you guys is we need to wait for it to break structure, fail to break lower, and then wait for that second break of structure above. So to reiterate and kind of explain to you guys a little bit more is that if we are trading with the trend, you want to just take the break of the direction you want it to go in. If you're trading against the trend, which in this example, we're bearish, you need to wait for a second confirmation and a second break of structure to actually find this entry valid. Does that make sense to you guys? Wow, guys, look at gold. To the T. Wait for a bullish market structure, yes, sir. The mission is the Bro, it's simply last sweep in version after. I mean, that's that's good too. If you guys are having a good time on today's stream, guys, put some W's in the chat. And who's gonna win the who's winning the iPhone? Who here's gonna win the iPhone? Speak it into existence. Speak it into existence. Let's go. Hold on, chat. You guys are moving fast. If you need to answer a question to win the iPhone or pure luck, I'm gonna explain the iPhone giveaway. Towards the end, because we're gonna do it at the end of the stream. I still want to get guys. We're still giving away some cash. I'm still quizzing you guys. You know. Let's go. Look, I'm having a problem trying targeting my TP. So in this gold trade, where would you set it? So in this gold trade, I already would be like, once you would have probably taken out these internal highs, I'd be taking out partials. I do think we should continue to the draw on liquidity all the way up here, which I've been talking about. Why? Because look how close we got. We keep getting so close to it, came all the way back down, and we tried to push back up to it and just couldn't, which is, pretty crazy. So I would be shaving off profits here. It was a beautiful push. But I just want to reiterate to you guys, and let's go over this too, is that because I'm overall bullish, when we were in this retracement phase, all we waited for was that first break, discount, and go. You don't need to wait for a second one or anything because we're overall bullish. You get what I'm saying? Give us a question. Whoever gets it right, 3 out of 3. Okay. Another pop quiz. Let's do it, guys. Another pop quiz. Another pop quiz, guys. You guys have to be quick. Okay? If I have a $70,000 account, and I want to risk 0.5%, and I hit a 1 to 3 risk to reward, how much profit would that be? Everyone in the chat right now. Too much math. You guys are hilarious. It was a math question. All right. What sucks is that 2 of you guys right before the actual winner were so close. Oh, wait. No, yeah, like Brad, you were so close. I guess. Oh, no, it was Silky. Not bad. No, it was Silky. I saw Brad. I saw Jive. Right above Brad and Jive is Silky. Silky 4X. Silky 4X. You just won $100, brother. Send me your Gates ID thing. I know it was math, but guys, you guys got to understand these percentages. Understanding risk management is so important. Sorry, guys. I have to scroll through the chat to see the winner. Some of you guys were close, though. But you guys got to know that, right? I thought it would be quick. 70,000. You want to risk 0.5%, half of a percent, and you hit a 1 to 3 risk to reward. Right? So let's reverse engineer. So how my brain kind of did it was like 70,000 and you do 1%. 1% of 70,000 is 700. You take 700, you divide that in half, is 350, right? So 350 is risking 0.5%. But then you hit a 1 to 3, right? So That's it. I said 350 times 3. We have to say the actual answer. I scrolled up. Guys, it's in the chat. You guys can see in the chat who said it first. But good math. That was awesome. Math question is diabolical. You guys have calculators. You guys have cheat codes. You weren't even close to first. That's what I'm saying. Let's go. Looking back at gold, guys, you can see that we're kind of having a pullback, but I still think we would just pull back into these gaps and continue higher. Let's go over to NASDAQ real quick. Let's go over to US30. Oh, I kind of called this, right? That we would kind of come up, fake out, and then just kind of go down. Easy. Gold was the banger. Gold was him. Gold was him. I put my phone down as soon as I heard the math question. No. That's so funny. You guys are hilarious. But guys, like I said, we have plenty of giveaways and stuff that we're going to be doing, and you know, the winner's going to get an iPhone too. Let's say this. Yes, sir. Look, in your AMD breakdown video, you said you'll be doing. They're not here, bro. Any question on a 70K account with point risk? How many points is your SL? That was a good one. I thought that was a good question. Maybe some people who aren't good at math, whatever. But was it 1 to 3 or 1 to 4? I said 1 to 3 because I thought 1 to 4 would be too easy. Odd numbers, people get kind of like, whoa. Y'all are so funny. The session has been great. Thanks, Luca. I appreciate it. Yes, this has been awesome. Consult ATR, right? Consult the ATR. I stopped my mouth earlier. It's awesome. I want to reiterate, guys, also today with CPI, if you guys didn't know about it, that's also one of those things that you have to be aware of. One thing that's really good about Gates is inside of the GatesFX website, you guys have an economic calendar where you guys can see and get live updates about news releases, what's coming out, so you guys can be aware and you're not like inside of trades when it kind of comes out or, you know, something like that. So if you guys haven't, the link's in the description. If you guys are in my Telegram, I posted the link as well to sign up for your guys' Gates accounts. Those of you guys who have won any giveaways, all I need is your guys' client ID numbers to go and get you guys paid. Set up another trade for us. I can't, like, you know, that's one thing I always am going to say too, guys, is sometimes the market moves without you. You got to wait for a new setup. You're not just going to re-enter. Just like, for example, we're overall bullish. We had a good trade on gold. Let's you guys got profits, right? A lot of you guys will wait for retracement. You're trying to buy back up. What if retraces even more and stops you out? You're just risking profits that you could have kept, you know, by not doing that. What other chat you reading? I'm just reading this chat. YouTube chat. Oh, what do you think on US30? US30, I mean, it's kind of, I kind of called out that fake out that we kind of said, right? Is that we were accumulating. For anyone here who, like, you know, listens to me when I say AMD, accumulation, manipulation, distribution. Easy as that. But yeah, these big wicks up and down. I mean, it just didn't make it the best. It definitely didn't make it the best trading day, you know. Easy. Just send me a screenshot of your YouTube thing on Instagram so we can get you paid with your client ID. The gold one was beautiful. Yeah, gold was beautiful. It just, what I liked about gold is that it did exactly what we were breaking down. Like on this retracement, we, you know, came back to it right as it was happening, but we had scrolled up, we had broken it all down. What we wait for, reverse head and shoulders, are kind of just that W formation within discount, looking for us to continue. You know what I'm saying? Perhaps with us together. Go retest and should continue. Yes, sir. And I always say, guys, make sure you guys are just soaking in all the trade knowledge you can. There's so much information and so much just like videos out there. I know Gates is going to be starting to have more live streams on this YouTube, which is absolutely amazing for you guys to come and watch, win giveaways, as well as just learn good stuff. If you guys feel like you guys learned something good today, you guys put some W's in the chat. If you guys feel like you guys have learned something from the stream, even the last 2 days, put some W's in the chat. Even the retracement call was on point, Coach. Thank you so much. I love that. I found I did the purple outfit with the gold jammy crown. That's hilarious. When I did that video at Mamba's house, that was hilarious. That's funny. Love our education videos, Luca. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. The streams have been super fun. I'm super glad I got to come and do this for you guys. If I'm lucky, maybe Gates will have me back in the near future. You guys should spam them. Keep coming to the live streams and just tell them, we want Luca. No, I'm kidding. They're going to have so many cool guests coming on, guys. You guys are going to be in for a treat. Mr. Born from yesterday. Yes, sir. W, look at the best. I love it. Like we just kind of talked about, retracement in these gaps. We're starting to react off of it a little bit. We can check out ES also. Yeah, same type of thing. Just kind of liquidated to go lower. Same thing with NQ. Boom. Dumped. Nasdaq. MGC. I just think gold was the banger. I'm not looking for sells until we take out this high I've been freaking talking about for like so long. You know? I missed the gold one. I love that. Hell yeah. It's been so fun, guys. All right, well, let's quiz you guys in the chat just real quick. Everyone in the chat, everyone put one thing you guys feel like you guys have learned. What's one thing you guys feel like you guys have learned the last 2 days? It's one thing that just think in your head like, oh, I think I've learned something. But let's like really think back. What's something that you guys have heard about with the last 2 days that I've gone over, which is something that maybe you guys haven't heard about before? No Luca, no live discount chips for the win. Blame Luca if the chips ain't on discount. Bro, you're fun. Thank you. Appreciate it. Caught that US30 retest. Fib, premium discount, retest, trust the process, sweep, your patience, more in depth on Fib. Learned about fake outs, market structure, engulfing candles, 14 candle, golden zone. You ever made alignment? Don't drink. Don't drink alcohol for 2. I love that. When to take a trade on reversal of trend. Awesome. Deeper clarity on fake outs versus breakouts. Awesome. Touched on discount in the golden range ATR. Being profitable. Get a Porsche just like Luca. Yes, sir. Maybe next time we give away a Porsche, guys. No, I'm kidding. It's already awesome enough we can give away even cash, guys. You know. I'm gonna do another question in a second, guys, and give away $200. Math is hard. Sorry, Joe. All right, another math question. No, I'm joking. Joe had a heart attack when he heard that. He's like, no. All right, instead of math, guys, we're going to be going over quantum physics. Who wants to go over some? No, I'm kidding. You want the Rolex? Should we giveaway? I'm dead. Let's do a Rolex giveaway. Well, actually, one thing that's really cool that Gates does, guys, they do giveaways for their clients all the time. If you guys are on their email list, you guys have your accounts, you guys see that like I'm pretty sure that you guys can win a Rolex. Like, I'm not even joking. For the IBs and stuff. All you gotta do is be around, be in the right place. If you follow Luca, you're winning. Appreciate that, bro. You guys are awesome. What happens if we reject a high? It depends the consequence of it. Yeah, guys, so I just looked it up real quick. Yeah, so the loyalty rewards program. So you guys don't know, you guys can win Rolexes, you guys can win like iPads. Every time you guys trade on your guys' account, you guys accumulate points. You guys can win things like Rolexes, trading setups, computers. kind of like there's literally a bunch of different stuff. So I know you guys were joking about, oh, Luca gave away a Rolex. It's only a joke until Gates actually does it. You know, shit got funny until Gates actually did give away a Rolex. You know, so. In the loyalty program, I got a free Samsung. No way. So you guys can see in the chat, someone in the chat with their loyalty program already won a free Samsung Odyssey monitor. That's actually awesome. Dude, the stream on YouTube is a giveaway. Appreciate it. Yeah, thank you guys for, if you guys even just like the streams. I want a Rolex worn by Luca. I'll sign it. Gates sends it to me first. I'll sign the box, and then we send it to you. I'm joking. Totally joking. Send me the buddy. Let's go. Gold to the moon W call out. I mean, it is what it is, guys. Been saying this, been doing this. There's a reason I've been doing this for 8 years. You know, Luke on stream is a giveaway. Celebrity, I love that. I won. Who's in it? I'm up 100 on that retest trade, coach. Let's go. Yeah, did you guys get on the retest or retest? With the photo for proof, yes, sir. Well, that's what I even said earlier. Like, guys, yesterday we did streams and we gave away money. I even had the people in the chat kind of, you know, say that they already got it. It's not like, you know, whatever. Like, you guys already got it. This is going 2K and running. Let's go, Brad. That is so awesome. All right, real quick, let's do another giveaway, guys. This one's gonna be, I'm looking for a specific answer. A lot of you guys are gonna get this because you guys answered this with like the other one. But if we are overall bullish and we are retracing and we're in discount, like you don't even have to add discount to the answer. If we're in discount, what do you have to wait for to get into the trade? For overall bullish, we were tracing a discount. What are the entry confirmations I look for to get into a trade? I'm looking for like, if someone could say like 2 of them. Like someone right there, the Orgita, the V-shaped recovery with fair value gap, the volume's close, but it's not there. Trend retrace, liquidity sweep, hold and go. I guess that's like the, you know, closest. She's not wrong. Trend retracement, liquidity sweep, hold and go. If you would have specified on the hold and go, I would go for it. But I kind of wanted to have this as a trick question because I thought some of you guys would say, oh, wait for it to have a second break, wait for it to this. No, if we are pro-trend, the other question was if we're trading against the trend. I said if we're bearish and we're looking for buys. And this one, if we're bullish, we retrace into discount, we're waiting for a sweep in some sort of hold or confirmation, whether it's an inverse for value gap or just to break the structure and hold to confirm the trade. So you guys got that. And a lot of you guys got it. A lot of guys just put though for value gap or confirmation or break and retest. Some of you guys are close. W's. Coming back up into here, guys, like I said, I still don't really see us taking out any major. Let me see over here. I guess right here. A little bit. Oh no, it's not there yet. I still see upside. Still looking for upside on gold. Lower creation, lower high created, and a second more down confirmation. That's awesome. And for those who maybe haven't even used Gates, do you guys have any questions for me in the chat about account types, how to sign up, any things that I prefer? I already kind of told you guys, I like trading the 1 to 500 leverage raw spreads account. So if you guys want to look into that, there's also 1 to 1,000 leverage as well offered. And deposit bonus. Someone in the chat earlier won a 200% deposit bonus. That means that if he wanted to put in $10,000, he would have a $30,000 account to trade with. How crazy is that? Gates also has futures. No, so it's an FX broker, but it's the same thing as like if you're trading on NASDAQ, you're trading on US30, you're trading on whatever. You're trading the same movements and stuff. Does Gates accept USD? So you guys have card deposits. So if you guys would like to deposit, you guys can hook up your cards and deposit right into Gates. Or crypto, of course. I use crypto. But yeah, if you guys have Visa or MasterCard, or you guys can deposit into Gates. How do you choose the best pair to trade? I think you have to have experience. I always say this, guys, is that you guys need to be in the markets. Well, what do I mean by that? I've been trading so long. I've tried to trade so many different pairs. It's taken me time to understand that I should focus on US30 and NASDAQ when I'm trading Power Hour and gold. Like, that's it. I don't need a lot of other pairs. Do I recommend it? 100%. You know? Come here, gold. What is it going? Yeah, it's still going a little bit. Good job. Do you have a valid phone? How do you properly backtest? That's a good question. I think it has to do with collecting data. Maybe we can do that on another stream, guys. We'll do a whole backtesting stream. True Black New York session, do you recommend? Do you use TradeLocker? Yes, I love TradeLocker. And I always recommend, like, one of the things too is if you guys do use TradeLocker, use the risk thing. You guys can click on risk, input your risk, then drag your stop loss to where you want. That to me, I thought was, you know, OP. It's awesome. But guys, we've had a really good day. I'm not going to end right now. I do have a question though. Is for anyone out there who may be using Gates or maybe haven't even signed up yet, right? Like you guys are about to sign up. What do you guys like to see within a broker? What do you guys like to see, you know, to make your experience better? What you guys would like within the company, whether it's even just check-ins with you guys via emails and what that. That's one thing I liked about Gates though, is that like they actually reach out. I get emails, hey, here's a review about your account and all that type of stuff. Good spreads, you won't find better spreads than Gates, so that's already done. Fast withdrawals, it's already super fast. So those are two things that Gates already has. The lock option to not over trade, interesting. Okay. Withdraw with crypto, they already have that. Good spreads and support, guys. I dare you to go open a ticket with Gates and see how fast you guys get a response. You guys won't, you know, you guys won't have an issue. I've been using GatesFX, so saying they have good spreads and fast withdrawals. Let's go. So I'm saying. Some sort of help tool to quickly set your SL based on how much percent you guys want to risk. So I'm gonna be completely honest. It sounds like a lot of you guys in the chat just need maybe a little bit of education on how to use it, because everything I've read, Gates already has. Best spreads, best support. What else do you guys say? Some of you guys just said about like how to risk a percentage of your tool, guys. On the TradeLocker thing, if you click on risk, you literally just type in how much you want to risk. Let's say you want to risk $500. You just type in 500, you drag your stop loss to where you want, and you just press buy or sell, and it'll put you in the correct lot size. It's awesome. Lock option is, yeah, it's interesting. Let's go. Well, time to switch over to Gates. I love that. Take your time about so many minutes. Yeah, awesome, guys. And then on top of that, like, I'm really glad I also brought up the loyalty rewards program, which is something that I don't really think anyone else does. You guys literally can win prizes for just trading how you would already be trading. You know what I'm saying? So, he has the discount chips. I love that. Thanks, Luca. Yes, sir. And also, guys, don't leave fast yet because we're about to give away the iPhone. Who's ready for the iPhone giveaway? You guys thought we forgot? Another bro. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. W's. Guys are ready. Let's freaking go. How come we only have 2 likes? That's what I'm saying. Make sure you guys have liked the stream, though. We're not doing the giveaway until you guys like the stream. If you guys are not liked and subscribed, let's say you guys win the iPhone, and you guys aren't liked and subscribed, then you don't even get to win the iPhone. I'm gonna go check, and if you guys didn't win, then no. I'm confusing everybody. Let's go. So awesome, guys. I'm liked and subscribed. Awesome. So real quick, what I want to do is I'm going to go over to here. Oh, no, right here. You guys see my screen, right? So don't spam it just yet, but you guys can see here we have the GatesFX official Instagram. You guys will see here we have a video of the session yesterday. Everyone go like. You have to follow. Make sure you guys are following GatesFX official. I'm tagging this video too if you guys want to shoot me a follow. But go and comment on this video, run it up, and the person that's going to win the giveaway is going to be one of you guys who goes and comments on it. Oh, I need to go sign the... I need to figure out how to get that... So if you guys don't see it, go to GatesFX.com. Hold on a second. Do it. Done. Like and subscribe. Already following. Let's go. Make sure you guys go right now. Follow the GatesFX Instagram. Comment on that video. And let's go. Right here. Because I'm using that right. Let's freaking go. I'm going to go check on it right now. Make sure you guys are actually going and commenting on the right one. Oh yeah, I see you guys. You guys are commenting. Go crazy. Spam them, spam them, spam them. Keep going, chat. Keep going, chat. Let's go. Alrighty, following. Let's go. So we're going to give it another minute or two, guys. Make sure you guys are following the Instagram. Like and comment. I still see you guys running it up. Debating how I want to do it. Here we go. We're gonna scroll and pick one right here. Boom. You guys got one more minute, guys. Go leave a like and comment on the video. Follow me and Gates on Instagram, and one of you guys is going home with a new iPhone. Gold is still going, guys. Look at that. That was a beautiful trade. Let's do it. All right, so which one is this? All right, so what we're gonna do is we're going to go, and I'm gonna scroll through Instagram and pick one of you guys. So make sure you guys go in here. 1 second, I'm getting the giveaway ready. So you're already following. Let's go. And I hope you guys had a good day. Hope you guys had a good New York session. Hope you guys had a good stream the last 2 days. Hope you guys don't miss me too much. But all that means, guys, is getting you guys excited for the next one to come. What do you have to say about people who sell right at? Hey, if you can, if you have your own strategy at open, it can definitely work out for sure. And like and subscribe my G, yes sir. Make sure you guys go over here, like and sub on the Gates YouTube as well. Literally gonna wait like 2 more minutes and then we're gonna do the iPhone giveaway, guys. And if you guys have any questions, this will be your guys' time to ask some last questions. I said this yesterday, but closed mouths do not get fed. Easy as that. Closed mouths do not get fed. Awesome, guys. All right, so what we're gonna do, I'm gonna try and do it as like transparently as possible here. Got 171 comments. Big W's. Come on, guys. Put some W's in the chat. Who's going home with an iPhone? Who here's winning? Who here's going to win? Let's freaking go. Hold on. You guys are spamming so fast that it froze the chat. Let me wait a second. This is actually hilarious. There we go. Boom. I got that phone already. Let's go. Awesome. Let me refresh this. Damn, 200 comments now. All right, that was the last chance, guys. If you guys didn't comment, we waited plenty of minutes. It is time. So what we're going to do here, guys, is because it was based upon those of you guys who... That's how I'm going to see it. Yeah, no, you'll be able to see it. All right, here we go, chat. So you guys can see on here, we're going through all the comments on the GatesFX new video they posted with me from yesterday's stream. Appreciate all you guys who went and commented. I'm literally going to scroll through and pick one of you guys right now. We're going to do it on the screen. Now you guys can see it. Awesome. All right. The moment of truth, guys. Drum roll, please. I'm going to scroll up. I'm going to scroll down. Scroll up. Scroll down. Scroll up. And the winner is... Oh, hold on, it loaded. 1 second, one more time. You guys are shaking. Who's shaking? And the winner is... Boom. Right here. Rebel Buddha 432. Rebel Buddha 432. You are the winner here. You commented, thanks for the guidance, brother. You got clicked there on the giveaway. Who is that in the chat? That's me, Daniel Folsom. Let's go. I was below him. Let's go. And just because GatesFX is awesome, we're going to give away another $100, guys. Why not? I know some of you guys decided to win the iPhones. So let's just give away another $100. Congrats. To you, bro, Rebel Buddha, reach out. You win an iPhone. That is absolutely amazing. But let's just also throw in one more giveaway because you guys are freaking awesome today. And if you guys are any of the winners today, guys, just reach out to me and we will get you all figured out. Who's ready for that? I mean, honestly, like, do you guys think 100's enough? Do you guys think $100 is enough? Do you guys think we should do like 200? Or you guys think we should do 300? All right, now let's just up it, guys. We've been awesome. Gates is having us in the building. Gates has been awesome and super generous to you guys, giving you guys all this type of stuff. But instead of 100, let's just make it 300, guys. $300, final giveaway. We're ending it strong. Super good. And let's just do it the same way, guys. Let's honestly just do it based upon the comments on the video. I feel like that's fair. You guys are all win comments on the video. Just run it back. $300 giveaway. Make it $10.50. Yes, exactly. All right, let's load this back up. For all the marbles, once again, guys, make sure you guys are following GatesFX and me on IG. Here's the video of us from yesterday. Make sure you guys are following and stay tuned. But basically, we're gonna come into here, start scrolling up, scroll down, scroll up, and the winner is, boom, Tim Brady, 94. Cool cars, bro. I want this Porsche. No, I'm kidding. Tim Brady, he put 41 in the chat. That's what happens when you put 41s in the chat. Big W's. Let's freaking go. This is too much fun, guys. $300 giveaway to my dog. What a freaking way to end the stream, guys. iPhone giveaway. We've given away like probably like $600 today, $700 today again. Absolutely insane. I hope you guys had as much fun as I did. Like I told you guys, Gates gonna have so many cool like new streams and stuff coming. So make sure you guys are following the Instagram, following the YouTube, so you guys can stay up to date for more giveaways, more streams, and all that type of stuff. But you guys are awesome. I really do appreciate you guys all coming to the stream. You guys are amazing. Thank you guys for taking the time. And why we even upped that last giveaway is you guys have been here the longest. You guys have been here for like 2 hours watching. So thank you guys so much for showing up, showing so much love. I appreciate Gates for having me. This was super fun. I love the setup, getting to break down the charts and stuff. It obviously kind of went away, but it is what it is, guys. I love you so much. Thank you guys so much for coming to the stream. If you guys need anything, feel free to reach out. Congrats to all the winners. Thank you to everyone who came and watched. Thank you to GatesFX, and we'll see you guys on the next one. Love, guys. Have a good one. Peace out.